First is my retail stores where I sell remote control planes, helicopters, cars and more. Many young people believe the only way to start their own store is by launching an online one. Now, I can see why people might think this because there are lower startup costs, a global customer base, and you have the flexibility to run the business from anywhere you like. But just because online stores are easier to start, it doesn't mean that physical stores are outdated or unachievable. I mean, just look at the amount of physical locations the Sidemen are opening up, from fried chicken shops to clothing stores. But Mark, starting a retail store requires a lot of money. You're basically saying to become rich, you already have to be rich. Disliked and unsubscribed. I understand it might seem that way, but when I started my store, I had hardly any money. I'd recently resigned from my job and dropped out of school with no qualifications to fall back on. So I simply had to make it work. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it was easy for me because it really wasn't. I remember on the opening day of my first model shop, I put a sleeping bag in the back of the van because unless I made enough money on the day, I couldn't even afford to fill my car with fuel to get home.